Hello everybody, my name is Jenny with Budget Determined. Today we're going to be doing cash stuffing of $968. We're going to be cash stuffing our envelopes for the month to cover our necessities and our sinking funds. So if that's something that interests you, stick around. Hello beautiful budgeters. Anyways, if this is your first time to my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me a little bit about your journey. I would love to get to know you guys, and I would love to get to know my supporters who are awesomely joining my journey already. I have so much love and appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. You guys kind of keep me on track, make me double check myself, make me say, oh my goodness, like it definitely helps my spending. I'm not normally a crazy spender, but I do have weak points for sure. I'm the saver in the relationship between my husband and myself, but man, there are certain things that I can walk into a store and if it's in a certain category, I can splurge out the wazoo. So we are trying to stay on top of and recognize our weak points and kind of reel them in and better take control of our lives and our future. I have chronic illnesses that I have to do regular medical visits for. I have fibromyalgia and aggressive rheumatoid arthritis. I am currently going to occupational physical therapy to help adjust that. I have fingers and toes and stuff that are trying to twist and everything. As you can see, I have this little buddy ring here. I do have a ring a splint that I put on my thumb sometimes because it's trying to bend sideways and go crooked. This ring, this finger crosses over this finger if I don't have something like this on it. So I just got that. I love it. It helps out a lot and I can still type with it, which is really, really cool. But I have to do occupational therapy to keep all the movements and motions going. So that ends up costing a bit as far as medical expenses go, but it's worth it. So we're going to make it fit into the budget somehow. We are a low-income family. We get paid once a month. Both my husband and myself, we get paid on the same day. We're a household of 5 at the moment. We have 7 kids. They don't all live with us. We are a blended family, and we have an honorary child as well. We also have 3 grandbabies. One of them's honorary, and not honorary, but honorary. She can get honorary at times, though. And all little girls. Oh my goodness, all little girls. Love them like crazy. They are truly our heart. It's so nice having them come over, play with you, and then you get to send them home. It's awesome. I love being a Nana. I am a 39-year-old budgeter. I have been budgeting for a number of years, but oh my goodness, I'm still always learning, and our situation is constantly changing, so we have to readjust, adapt, replan, refigure it out. It is constant. So like I said, I'm going to set these off to the side. Hold on. Let's just put them up here. There we go. Let's count this money and we will get it laid out in our money holder. So we have 1 200 and 100s. We have 50, 1, 50. So 150 and 50s. So, and then 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60. So for 60 and 20s. He has a lot of 20s. They're a nice thing to fit what our expenses are. And then in 10s we have 10, 20, 30, 40, oh, 10, 20, they're wanting to stick together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. And in fives, we have 5. Oh, hang on. 110. Fives, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then in ones, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and this is just for the envelopes in my wallet, as well as our sinking funds. And this is just off of our base budget. This is not off of our base budget. This is off of our actual income. And our actual income was $5,062 between my husband's paycheck and my own, which between what we had budgeted for, which on our base budget, we only had $6 for sinking funds, and we had to cut some of our other areas short. With this new money, which we had budgeted, our baseline budget that we had done the budget off of was $4,330. So between that and the $5,062, we have a difference of $732. With that money, we bumped up the other categories in our budget back up to where we had them prior to the rise in our debt payments and whatnot, because we had to adjust to fit that, and paying our debts and having our bills regularly paid every month. That is absolutely crucial. So we had cut like the spending money down to $40 each for my husband and myself. Well, with this extra money, we bumped it back up to the $60 that we normally do. That's $60 for the whole entire month. So, and with that, we now have some money for sinking funds. So cash is $968. I have set aside a little bit of money for some of the savings challenges, though not all. And hopefully we'll be able to add to all of them with additional money that comes in throughout the month via my Etsy shop, which I take 50% of my profit and it goes automatically towards additional debt payment. And then 50% of that income goes towards building those sinking funds and savings challenges. None of it comes back into spending and stuff throughout the month. We have to live off of what we've already budgeted, and that way all my side hustles and everything helps advance our financial picture in the direction that we want it to go, because that's incredibly important right now. We don't know how long of a career I'm going to be able to have. We already know that it's going to be shortened. We just don't know how much. So between us working to accommodate and prepare and me doing occupational therapy to hopefully extend my career out, maybe we'll be able to do something good there. Okay, so we are going to stuff my wallet first. My wallet, if you guys watched some of my previous videos, I am now using a Moterm. This, I had it unsnapped off to the side, but I'm using an A7 Moterm. This is the Pebbled Olive. I set it up. I have a little flying pig here because we are going to make the impossible happen, or what feels impossible, getting all this debt paid down and getting ahead and in a better position. And I use it as a little to-go planner as well, which is why it is a little bit chunky, because I normally, before I carried a chunky wallet, plus I carried a planner and my budget book to write everything down, etc. I no longer do that. I just take this with me. I don't even take a purse with me on a normal basis. So this is massive for some people to carry, but it's not massive for me to carry. This is actually very, very doable. So in here, and I have stickies covering up my ID and debit cards and stuff for privacy purposes. Yeah, cannot talk. Okay, so let's move those out of the way so this can lay down better. There we go. Okay, so in the food budget, our food, we have budgeted $400 for the whole entire month. Now, mind you, I am going to stuff close to half of that. I'm going to stuff 210 in that this week, and then I'll put more in it in a couple of weeks. I think I'm going to do that with the food and the gas, just so it limits the chunkiness and it also controls our spending just a little bit. I know what my budget is in entirety, so if I do end up finding a really good sale on something that we need to stock up on or whatever, then I can pay it and then just deposit the money and accommodate for it that way. So, but I do have to stay in the budget. End of story. There is no other option. Okay, so total for the month is $400, but we're only going to stuff $210 today out of this $968. And we're going to do that with a 100 and 1, let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, no, I don't want to do that. Let's do the 100. Let's do a 50. And then we're going to do 3 20s. So 100, 50, 70, 90, 210. Oh my goodness. Oh, I did not fold that tight enough. Let's just fold it in half. It makes it easy. Oh my goodness, my dogs have been loving this weather that we've been having. Not the rainy weather. We've been having a lot of rain lately, but we've been having it back and forth. The sun, the rain, everything. And it's a struggle for me because it affects me physically, but I love watching it. It's so beautiful between the stormy clouds and then the bright sun. Oh my goodness, wanting to set up the trampoline this week for the kids and the grandbabies. And in gas, we have budgeted $300 for the whole month, so I'm going to stuff $150. So we are going to do that with $150 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 20s. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 150. And this will cover, we normally don't spend this much, but with the cost of fuel going up and me having to drive into the big city a bit more for my physical therapy, we've had to increase this budget a bit. So that's going in there. Liv is my car. That is her name. She's going to help me live, get places, live a life. Yes. Okay. And miscellaneous? What are we putting in miscellaneous this time? We are only putting $10 in miscellaneous this time. And spending, I already gave my husband his spending money. Like I said, we budgeted for $60 each this month. So I will be getting a $60. So I'm going to take 120, 2 10s, and then 4 5s. I like to have a kind of a breakup of different amounts because sometimes I like to take my own spending money and tuck it into my own little separate spending savings challenges that I want to do. If I want to save up for something, then this allows me to still have some spending money, but set some money aside as well. And it makes me flexible that way. So we're going to go 20, 30, 40, 5, 50, 5, 60. Do you guys budget out specific blow money, spending money, whatever for you guys? Or do you guys just roll with it and try to spend as little as possible? What is your guys' method for accommodating Actually being able to spend some money on whatever and not feeling guilty. In medical, I am not going to put a full amount in here. I have budgeted $200, and that is all in 20s, it looks like. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. Okay, I don't want all of it here in my wallet though, so I am going to... I only need, I can grab it out each week. So I'm only going to stuff this with 40 because that's what my copay is going to be on my appointment coming up. So let's just stuff the 40 that I know that I need at my next appointment, and then I'll just grab it out as I need it. And I will set this off to the side though, and we will put it in the medical binder envelope. That one is not getting stuffed. Okay, so that takes care of my wallet. Don't want to forget that. Don't let me forget that, you guys. You guys tell me if I miss it, because I am so tired. I could very, very, very well miss it. Okay, and let's hope that I have all the monies correct. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I do, because I was rested when I did the calculations for the money. But now if I can follow the map that I have drawn out and designated for myself while being completely tired and not having any coffee in my system. Oh my gosh, I need coffee. Oh my goodness. What's your guys' favorite coffee? I might just go grab a coffee if I can find a coffee shop open with some of my spending money before I go to work today. I don't know. I'll let you guys know what I decide. I have a way of wanting to spend money and then I talk myself out of it, and then I want to spend money and I talk myself out of it. Like my Amazon cart, I will put things in my Amazon cart or in Etsy shop carts and stuff, and they will sit in there forever while I ho-hum, go back and forth. I'll go back, start going through the checkout, and before I actually click the button to pay, I back out of it and have to wait and go back again. I have to be absolutely sure before I hit that button. So it does help me save money though, and postpone big expenditures, and it makes sure that I really, really, really want it when I click that button and say, yes, purchase. It's when I'm out running around and I find something on sale and I know I'm not going to be coming back to the store. I find that I have better control shopping online than I do in a store, which maybe that's a good thing that I live kind of out in the middle of nowhere and don't get into stores very often. And I go with a list when I do go now. So that is the way to keep track of it. Okay, so this is my short-term in and outflow binder. This is one that I make and I sell in my shop. Absolutely love it. Kind of gives me a spark of joy when I'm going through it and stuff. But this one is for the money that regularly comes in and out of our household. So I am stuffing very few envelopes in here. So let's just go through and grab, we're not stuffing self-love, we're not putting anything into clothing, we're not putting anything into eating out, nothing into kids right now, nothing into family time right now, and nothing into date night right now. Nothing into heavy done effed up. My husband likes to go on spending sprees, and so I tuck away a few dollars here and there trying to accommodate it. Most of the time, like, he's really, truly, like, don't get me wrong, he's a really, 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 like, one of the best partner I could ask for. He is team player, is on board for whatever, and we discuss everything before we plan the budgets and whatnot. But every once in a while he'll come home and he'll be like, babes, I have to pay so-and-so $100 or whatever, and I have to figure it out. And so it kind of instantly puts my stomach in a knot and major stress, and I'm like, do you guys get that feeling when when like you're thrown for a loop and something just does not go as planned. Yeah, that's me. And so to help relieve that, there's not very much money in there, but to help relieve that when he does do that occasionally, I'm trying to tuck away a little bit of money on this to stay a little bit ahead of the game, or at least cushion it a little bit more. Anniversary is not getting anything right now. Pets. Pets, we are putting a 50 in. I believe, yes, a 50. This will go for covering the pet food, covering any toys or treats that they might need. This is for their monthly. They also have an emergency fund envelope, but this is just for their regular daily care, puppy shampoo, etc. Thrift and yard sales, that one is not getting anything right now, but I do want to start stuffing that as we are going to be coming into that season here very, very shortly. My husband and I like to go and do that. It's almost like a date for us. We go and we check out the deals, and we'll even clean up things and flip them and resell them, and I don't know, it's just fun. We like getting our creative juices flowing and working together that way. No, let's go. We need this one. This one is for stuff that is like within a year normally, and like not as often as the other stuff, but we do have to get money out of here fairly regularly. Okay, so food stock up, we are going to put this $100 bill in here. Right now we have 20, 40, 50, 60, and we have 3 colored. Now we are going to add 100, so that's going to be 5 more to color. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. We need that so bad. Our maxed out goal, like if we have $3,000 in this account, then that's where we stop. But the likelihood of us getting there at this point is not very high. So yeah, I wanna stuff it as much as I can though, and get her done. I guess we're going with yellow bread. I don't know that that's very delicious, but I don't really have a tanning pen right here at my disposal, and I kind of don't want to waste time dilly-dallying around. I think this is, I think it's a pomegranate, but yeah, that's got to be a pomegranate. That's not a tomato, is it? That's a pomegranate. We're going to add some purpley in there too. There we go. I can't help myself, you guys. I have to be a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are not going to be as pretty because I'm doing them fast. And an avocado. Oh goodness, that sounds good right now. I would love to eat an avocado. Lots of vitamin C. So how do you guys do savings on food? So one thing that I did this last week is, as I told you guys, I like to make freezer meals and whatnot. So this last week with my grandbaby, and she loves to cook with me in the kitchen, we're going to add 20 to school supplies. We took a bunch of applesauce from what I canned last year, and because we're trying to trim down those supplies to make room for the new supplies this year. And, well, let's just count this real quick. So our new balance is 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10. And so we took that applesauce and we made, oh my goodness, I made more than what I had intended on. I made a bunch of applesauce cinnamon muffins because they freeze. I found this recipe on Pinterest that I really, really love. It's absolutely delicious. It freezes amazingly well. And so we freeze them, and then my kids, myself, my husband, we can just like pop them in the microwave and heat them up for like 20-30 seconds, and they are so fluffy, light, moist, like just like they were fresh baked. And we ended up making 112 of them, like insane amount. So my freezer is absolutely full. Thankfully, bread and stuff like that is good in the freezer for like 6 months, whatever. Even though that's 112, and that seems like an insane amount. Not stuffing sports. My family, it will probably only last us, we'll definitely eat all of it within there in that time period. I'll be surprised if it lasts us 3 months, really. Okay, and then in birthdays, we're gonna add a 10. So each of these equals 25, so 20, 30, 45, 50, so we're coloring 1. Do you guys have any favorite freezer meal recipes? I would love to see them. I will post that apple muffin recipe link. I'll post it down in the comments below. Not in the comments. I'll post it in my description down below. And that way you guys can try it out if you guys want to. It's not overly sweet. It's, oh my goodness, so yummy. And we can a lot of applesauce around here. We have apple trees, like wild apple trees, and then we have friends and stuff that have apple trees in their yard. We don't have any apple trees here, but in our yard, but we have friends that have apple trees. We are actually stuffing gifts this month, so we're going to do a 10 in there. And so they let us pick the apples, and we have plenty of sources for apples at very low cost that are completely organic. So I'll pick a bunch of them. I'll juice a bunch of them. I love, love, love. And you guys might think I'm weird, but I have a juicer and I love to juice fresh juice. And one of my favorites is apple, carrot, ginger with a little bit of spinach thrown in. It's so incredibly nutritious. It helps lower my inflammation levels. It's one of my favorites. And holidays. Are we stuffing holidays? I know we're stuffing holiday. What are we stuffing? We're stuffing 10. Do any of you guys can or do any kind of preserves? I have a food dehydrator too, so we make like homemade fruit leather. We can do that with the applesauce as well, which that's super good. And it's way better for you than some of the stuff that you can buy at the store, though we do buy some of those snacks and treats at times too. So 20, 40, 50. So we're coloring another tree. Apparently this is a green day. And no, I'm not going to start singing one of their songs. I really need to get going on this one. That one's going to stress me out later on in the year, I can already tell. Though one of our savings challenges, the money is going to that, so that will help too. Vacation. Vacation, I want to stuff $37 into. I know that seems like a weird amount, but if I'm right, that lets me color a little bit more. So we have 100, 200. So let's just add the 37 and then we'll go from there. Okay, so the 37, we are going to add a 20, a 10, a 5, and 2 ones. There we go. So let's count this up. Our goal is $1,000 for the day. We're not going on any actual big vacation or anything. We're going to do one major staycation day that costs $1,000 for our family of 5 within our household to go on a big grand adventure. I think we're going to do some zip lines and whatnot. It's going to be awesome. So we are going to save this up. It will cover multiple zip lines. We will also have food and souvenir money and whatnot as well. So we have 100, 200, and 50, 70, 90, 310, 330, 350, 370, 380, 390, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 400. Nice. Clean number. Okay. So we should be coloring out the rest of that row. Again, let's do a green. I don't know. My wallet I just got is green. I'm doing a lot of coloring of green today. Maybe I'm just in a green mood with all the spring coming on. I love it. It is a beautiful color. It's, I don't know, it's a color of life. Let's do, I don't want to do that one. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, decisions. And let's make them quickly because I don't want to make this video last too long. I've already had some really long ones, and I'm trying to do pretty good despite the fact that I am overly tired right now, and I would still like to get a little bit more of a nap before I have to go to work, but I already know that that's not going to happen just because it's a back-to-back shift. On the plus side though, today is this will be my Friday shift, so I do not get weekends off. I work weekends, like your regular Saturday, Sunday weekends. I work those. So, but my weekend starts tomorrow. Medical here. So this medical, I'm not going to color anything in there today because the mass majority of this, like I said, I planned for 200. My copay for the month, my copay for the month is going to at least take 160 of it. So I don't want to add any more coloring considering that I'm already behind with what I've already taken out, and I kind of want to get caught up and ahead on that. So I am just going to take this and put it in there, but I will count it up for you guys though. Okay, and remember this does have all those ones from that $1 challenge from last month. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 195. So not bad. We'll hopefully still have a little bit left over. And mind you, I already put $40 of that money in my wallet for the first copay of this month. So we might be able to save a little bit of money in there actually and start building that back up, which will be great. Okay, and then can I open an envelope? No, apparently I cannot. There we go. Okay, and I am behind because I had been coloring stuff on this envelope, but then I had to pull the money for my daughter's braces. So we are rebuilding this back up right now. I currently have 10 in here, and we are going to add another 10. So now we have 20. I think this week I'm going to make like a shepherd's pie frozen meal. What I do is I make myself my regular meal, and then I make extra though. Like I make more than what we would eat, and then I just freeze that extra, and ta-da, really not a lot of extra work and no extra dishes because I'm just using bigger bowls or pans, whatever. So it might be a different size of dish, but it's not going to be really that much more to wash. And so it kind of dual purposes and saves Saves time and effort. It's awesome. Okay, so in here I am going to add in vision, let's see. I'm pretty sure I was adding something in here, but maybe not. I'm looking, hang on you guys. I have like a little cheat sheet off to the side. Medical food stock school, that's done. I guess I am not stuffing anything in vision this week, so we'll ignore that. If I have anything left over, like I said, I am super duper tired, and I planned this all out while I was in a more awake state, and so I'm kind of just winging it and hoping for the best. Do you guys do that sometimes? Yeah. Home is not getting anything. Home maintenance just got what was deposited. Electronics is not getting anything. Vehicle is getting 45. So 2 20s and a 5. Like I said, this one we're rebuilding as well. I have 2 icons colored at the moment. Each of them are valued at $50. So right now I have 20, 45, 50. So I only have that green one covered right now. So we're not coloring a new one this time. We're getting caught up, and then we're going to get ahead. Start being able to color again. We still have $50 to go before I can start coloring again. Let's get my children's commission out of the way, because I think that, if I'm right, that is all I have left. So my kids get a commission every month. They have chores that they have to do. If they don't do the chores, they don't get the money, and they also have to do the chores well. They have to do the work well and with good attitudes. I want to prepare them for the future, good job ethics, for when they are adults on their own. They don't necessarily get deducted all the money, but they're not guaranteed any of the money. Like I said, it's a commission, not an allowance. We are following the Dave Ramsey thing on that. And so my daughter, who is 16, she has a bank account, so we automatically transfer that money into her bank account. She is excellent at saving money. She can save better than anybody that I know. Oh my goodness. That girl is very frugal. She is not, yeah, she is not about stuff. She is all about heart. She is amazing. So that money has already been transferred into her bank account. So the cash I have here is for the 2 younger ones that do save in cash. And I like to give them, like myself, I like to give them a variety in bills so that they can split it up between what they want to save up for while still having some money that they can buy, like a soda or some chewing gum or whatever with, you know? Okay, so my son is 13, so he gets $26. We give them, so because he's 13, we give him, he has the earning potential of $13 a week, but those are the weeks that we have the kids, and we have them half the time and their dad has them the other half of the time. So we only do commission for half of the time. And their dad gives them commission allowance or whatever on his end as well. They're able to earn some money on that side as well. But that's not my part. I just worry about my side of things. So as far as my son, who's 13, goes, we're covering 2 weeks. So that's total of $26. So we're going to give him 2 10s, 1 5, and 1 1. So 10, 25, 26. All right. So that will be set off to the side for my son. And then my daughter, my youngest, she is 10. So her total is 20. They've all been doing very good at their chores, and we very rarely get any attitude or anything with them. And sometimes they have the option of doing an extra chore to make sure they don't lose any of their commission. So just ideas for you guys. It's just a way of making grace, but still giving them a consequence. So my daughter is 10, so she gets $20. So we're going to go 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there we go. That is all the money. Yay! It actually ended up... Surprisingly, it worked out. Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of my sleepy self. Alright, you guys. I hope this wasn't too crazy and insane for you. I will see you guys next time. Try and join me for my journey. I love to have you guys join me. It really, really helps me stay accountable. So I very, very much appreciate the support. I will post my Etsy shop and everything that I use for my budgeting in this video down below. And I will see you guys next time. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you haven't done so. Yeah, I cannot talk. I'm so sorry. If you have not done so already, you guys are amazing. I'm sure some of you guys are exhausted just like me. Been working my butt off. Ready for days off. Like I said, this shift that I'm going to be working here soon is my Friday shift. My Friday, not actually Friday, but I'm going to be working it, and then I'll have a couple of days off, but during those couple of days off, I'll be working on side hustle stuff, etc. So, but I will talk to you guys later, and the next video that I do, we will be stuffing savings challenges and stuff there. So I will see you guys next time. Stay magic.